Today, I, Christian Jeffrey Hum, pair with you for life. I have full confidence in you as my partner, and every single day I feel deep love for you. Your beauty, grace, and loyalty inspire me. I love that I can talk to you about any topic, no matter how obscure, and you always listen and respond thoughtfully. I love your gentle touch and compassion for all life. It is clear to me that you will make a worthy life partner and mother to our children. I love the past and present we have made together, and I look forward to building the future with you.
Dear Christian, we're finally here. Today is the day that you officially become my husband. When I was a little girl, I always wondered what my future husband would be like. Thank you for exceeding all of my expectations. You embody all of the qualities I had hoped for in my person. You bring such a calming presence to my life and make me feel safe. You are my home even when we are miles and miles from our actual one. And with that, I promise I will never let our life together get boring. I always seek new adventures for us to experience together, close to home or far away. Because just as you are my home, I vow to be yours. The moment I knew I was in love with you was the moment that I realized how differently time moves when I'm with you. When we are together, I feel like we are the only two people in the room, like a cloud of happiness. Today and for the rest of my days, I am proud to stand next to you as your best friend, your soulmate, and now your wife. Thank you for loving me, being an amazing father to our doggies, and hopefully, God willing, some children one day. I love you, and I vow to love you every second of every day for the rest of my life.
Wow. Well, I would say you're more beautiful than I ever thought, but I really would be lying because I would expect you to be beautiful like this. So just gorgeous. I mean, what can I say? That is the most precious thing we're given in this life. It's easily lost, it's easily given away, but it can never be replaced. No amount of money or material things can replace time. And we're only given a finite amount of it. So spend time with each other. And God willing, when you have children, spend time with them, because they will appreciate you. And then you'll be standing here where I am, being proud of them as well.
Everything in your life is no longer mine or yours, but ours. And it's about more than just learning to compromise. Like friends learn to compromise just to avoid conflict. But that's not good enough in a marriage. In a marriage, you have to prioritize the wants and needs of the person you're married to over your own. And if you do that, your marriage will thrive and you will thrive. And if both of you are always thinking of each other more than yourselves and what's best for your family instead of what's best for you, your entire household will thrive.
The whisper of the wind calling us to something more. What if we said
if you really want to have a marriage that works, you have to sacrifice. And it's hard. It's really challenging.
the light and the wilderness, we were made for all of this. You alone my confidence, ready for it all. This is who we are, this is where it starts. The rush of the unknown, awakening these untamed hearts.
Marriage is like all great blessings. That's something that is given as a blessing, but is also given as a task. We need to work toward it every single day, probably every single moment of our life. Every love that is true love based on God's love is sacrificial. Every single time when we want to really show our love toward God, toward our loved one, toward our spouse, toward our children, friends, country, whomever, we have to sacrifice something. We have to sacrifice time, sometimes our life, sometimes our material wealth, sometimes our position, any appreciation among the people. Every single time we have to sacrifice something.
We were made for all of this. You alone, my confidence. Ready for it all. This is who we are.
You're like summer in the shade, like a sip of lemonade. And I love the taste. Oh, I love the taste. You're the only songbird sing, like a lullaby of spring. In the morning rain, in the morning rain. I'm gonna give you all my love. Wildflower, give you every minute of every hour. Dancing the wind, you leave it whispering. I'm gonna give you.
Is that having a sister is just one of the greatest privileges that we can have in our lives. She's always been one of my biggest role models. And I'm sure that Christian and her's reflection of God's love and commitment will continue to be one of a big influence on me to always listen more, love harder, and appreciate all the moments in life.
Through your heart and open mind, color just outside the lines, it's the way you're made.
That's just the kind of person Christian is. If you needed a friend, he was there to reach out a hand. And he didn't care who you were or where you were from. He was infinitely approachable. Christian met someone as equally magnetic, someone who you might not have even talked to the person, and you just saw them around on the street and you were like, that is a really interesting person. I want to go meet that person. I want to hear what they're all about.
Kat and Christian were the definition of a successful long-distance relationship. They put so much time into seeing each other and made sure the other person was not lonely. From day one, Kat fell head over heels for Christian. I didn't think that Kat could find someone that could make her happier than when she has an acai bowl. Most importantly, I am so glad Kat found someone to cook and do the dishes for her. Christian, from someone who has loved Kat for so long, I thank you for loving her so well.
Oh, my love, gonna give you all my love. Wildflower, give you every minute.
You are one of the kindest, most loving souls who deserves the world and so much more. And I know that Christian will be the one to give you that. Well, maybe not the world, but like a star or two. We'll see. As you embark on this new journey in your life, we all here wish you nothing but an eternity of love, health, happiness, and success.
Wildflower.